right now. Okay, so I have got to re-add. We have got to add this one right here and remove and then add it back in. And here we go. And we should be live on all our platforms there. Thank you so much, StreamYard, for telling me what's going on. Looks like we're alive everywhere where we need to be. Usually when I go in front of an audience, I have a producer on hand and I have a 2-camera live switch studio set up here. We have basically a television studio at my office here in Berkeley. But when I'm going live every day, it's just me and StreamYard and my Instagram live. And hello, Olivia, love to see you. I can see you're watching on Facebook. That's super helpful to see. I'm brand new to this live streaming thing. And so it's great to have folks here saying hello to me. Love to see everyone. So today is day 3 and hello to you on Instagram over there. Hello if you're streaming, if you're checking me out on Facebook or if you're on LinkedIn with me or if you're on my YouTube channel. Hello, hello, hello. So today is day 3 of 10 tips in 10 days for our launch of the Dia Bondi Show. And what kind of tips are we bringing you? I'm bringing you 10 tips, 10 core ideas you can use to strategically and more courageously use asking as a success strategy in your career, in your venture, in your life, and in your leadership, maybe even. And today is day 3. Day 1, we talked about that day 1's tip was asking and negotiating are not the same thing. We're going to separate those. Day 2 was that people are irrational, or if or their rationale for what they might say yes or no to is not your rationale. And today we're going to talk about tip number 3, which is asking in our careers and businesses go way beyond way beyond money. When I think about the conversations around asking for more and getting it and negotiation, it often ends up being we default to like thinking about money and contracts, maybe investment. But since I launched Project Ask Like an Auctioneer a few years ago, which is an outcome of my 20 years as a leadership communications coach, smashed together with my impact hobby of fundraising auctioneering for women-led nonprofits and nonprofits that benefit women and girls, since I launched that project, I've noticed that all of the asks that women workshop with me in my workshops and my keynotes and some of my coaching circles can fall into 4 categories. Strategic asks where we can make sure we're not artificially lowballing ourselves. 4 territories that I notice all of these asks can fall into are as follows. Women, when they go to ask for more, they ask strategically. First, yes, one category is in fact money. And I think about money in terms of salary, your hourly wage, your resources for your business. Maybe it's loans directly from a bank. Maybe it's investment. Money is a thing. It is at play. And it's not just, I've had a handful of women come through our workshops and keynotes who are, for example, running for public office for the first time in their careers. And while they may previously have asked for, incremental increases or larger increases as they move from one organization to another or jump roles in their organizations, they're advocating for more money once a year, every 18 months, maybe even further apart inside of their careers. And now they're out on the road looking for endorsement, looking for sponsorship and votes, and also looking for donations. And asking for money in that way can feel like a challenge, but also money is one of the 4 categories I notice women use asking as a success strategy to help them reach their goals. The other ones come up, are sometimes a little bit more hidden, but the things that we can ask for and do ask for in order to help us reach our goals. The second category is around influence. And when I think about influence, I'm not talking about, your Instagram influencers. What I'm talking about is access to networks potentially that have the asks that you can make that give you access to a network that is going to open a whole new set of opportunities or other resources for you. When I think about influence, I think about making the asks for other voices to advocate for you, to do something that a good friend of mine, Kelly, says, positive actions on your behalf that help grow your influence beyond what you touch directly. Maybe the ask around growing your influence is about getting on a bigger stage in front of a larger audience, in front of a more influential audience that can help you reach your goals faster. It's about elevating your influence in lots of different ways that help you get what you need in order to reach your goals. So that's category number 2. I notice strategic asks can fall into. So if you're wondering, what could I ask for to help me reach my goals? Then you might want to ask yourself, is there something around, do I need more influence? As long, maybe money is less important right now, but more influence can help me get where I want to go. The third one is something I like to call authority. And I think of authority not just in terms of promotion, but the ability to own decisions. Whether it means that you're making an ask that helps you move from being an in-house professional to being an out-of-house professional. I know a few folks who have made asks that actually pivot their relationship with their employer to being an employee, to being an independent contractor or a freelancer, so they have more freedom and they have more authorship in how they run their days, the projects they take, and more autonomy in that way. So the third category I think of is authority, authoring your own and being the author of a particular decision. Now, in an organization, that could also mean that you're not necessarily getting promoted and owning decisions over other people, but maybe you own a really critical piece of a decision inside of a larger project, or you own a decision around how you run a project that works with lots of other groups. So when we think about asking for more and get it, those are the first 3 categories: money, influence, authority. And the last one, authority also, of course, it's asking for that promotion that you know you're ready for. And third one, I notice that women can ask for more of and do ask for more of to help them reach their goals is balance. And when I talk about balance, I notice it's not necessarily about work-life balance. It's often about making the asks that bring into balance our inner selves, who we are, and the context of our lives and the work that we're doing, so that our outer selves and our inner selves are more aligned. I've talked to hundreds of women who are trying to pivot, make asks that help them move the chess pieces around the chessboard of their life and career so that everything feels more and is more aligned to who they are, what they care about, what they want to do, and what the impact is that they want to have in the world. Again, whether this is about changing jobs or pivoting your role internally or starting a venture that is aligned to something you've been dreaming about, if it's about how you author your day, so how you work, how the flow of your day actually aligns with how you work and how you work best, whether that's asking, this is less relevant now, asking to work remotely full-time, or how you run your schedule with the other folks that you collaborate with. All those asks can feel sometimes like risk because they are changing the game a little bit. But when we are able to make those asks that bring our life and career more into alignment with who we actually are, we can get to those goals faster. And I want to just say really quickly, all the tips I'll be sharing with you over the next 7 days, because today is day 3, are all tied to helping you reach your goals. And when I think about goals, and I will talk about this on the podcast, I think, at the Dia Bondi Show, a big podcast for women with goals. You know, when I think about goals, we're not just talking about big flashy goals that are easily recognizable and legitimized by the world, but they're often the kinds of goals that feel uniquely yours. They could be experiential goals. It could be a goal to, cut ties with the life of today and do a sail around the world. It could be about taking a sabbatical. It could be about writing a novel. It could be about having a dream job of some sort. It could be about revenue in your business. It could be about personal income. It could be about wealth. I'm not here to judge or make a a recommendation on what kind of goal you should have. It's just that if you have one in your heart and you want to use, and you recognize that you could use asking as a success strategy to help you get there faster, the Dia Bondi Show is here to help you do that. Both by letting you call into the show, by the way, and ask questions, which I'm happy to workshop on the show, and also by bringing other experts, expert perspectives, and folks who have perspectives and ways of working in the world that help them not just get to their goals, but also enjoy getting there, because we want to have a blast while we're doing it. It's not always just about the destination. It's often about the journey as well. So all of these 10 tips in 10 days are designed, are in honor of launching the podcast, The Dia Bondi Show, which you can find all the places that you listen. And we are on April 1st hosting a live, and I say we, it's me and Arthur Leon Adams III, who is my yours and mine on-air producer, who's lovely. He's a musician and a composer and a director and a real creative at heart. And you'll hear his voice on the show, and he and I will be hosting a launch party and live recording on April 1st at 5:30 Pacific time. We'd love to have you join us. But here's my ask for today. We're launching the Dia Bondi Show because it is one pathway where we can make this kind of content around helping women courageously ask for more and get it, women and underrepresented folks in their industries. We can make that content available to folks who wouldn't otherwise have access to it through workshops and keynotes that I offer in the world. And when you help elevate the visibility of the show, you help it gain reach to find the people that could use it. So if you have 5 minutes in your day today, one of our goals by April 1st is to get 10 reviews and 10 ratings and reviews on Apple Podcasts to help make it more visible to the world and to the women who would find this important in their lives. And so if you can take 5 minutes today, even after listening to the trailer, if you just simply like the music, which we custom built specially for you, please leave a rating and a review on Apple Podcasts. That will make a tremendous accelerating effect on the podcast's ability to reach folks who really need it today. And of course, you can always join us at the launch party. If you have any questions, you can drop them in the chat. Hello, everyone on Instagram. Love seeing folks come in. Let me wave and say hello. There you are. And you can subscribe to the Dia Bondi Show. There are 6 episodes live right now, and you can find out more about how you can help participate and actually win some cool stuff, including a one-on-one coaching session with me, one of 3 one-on-one coaching sessions with me, by going to diabondi.com/launch party. And in that, you'll be helping grow our mission to help a million women ask for more and get it, and resource their dreams, put more money and decision-making power in their hands so we can change everything for all of us. Please share this live stream with a friend. I'm going to see you again tomorrow at 10 a.m. Pacific. Also, I will say that one of our goals, I know I'm telling you so many things, one of our goals is also to get 1,000 downloads. And for those of you who are on our mailing list, know that I promised that I would give you updates on the live. And we are actually yesterday afternoon, we're at 309 downloads. Our goal is to reach 1,000 by our launch party on April 1st. So one share, if 10 of you share with one of your friends, it can have an exponential impact on that as well. So that is my long-winded pitch. My 2 asks are rate and subscribe and share with your friends so we can reach our goals before April 1st. So much gratitude for you. You can find us at diabondi.com. You can email us at hello@diabondi.com. Shoot me any questions. My DMs are open on our Instagram page, The Dia Bondi Show. You can also DM me on any of the platforms that we're streaming on today. Thank you so much. Bye.